Both he and his partner, Pitcher, who is above the cave on a higher ledge watching over us for his shift, have shown that they can assume what I'm trying to communicate. Only with gestures and simple requests, though, I'm now realizing. This is the first time I've tried to teach one of them my name, or a word for anything, and I thought it would be a lot easier. Nibbler looks behind him. My shoulders slump and I let out a long sigh. When he brought me berries, I moved the little pile of berries. When he brought me the magnetic stone doll I call Chibi Nibbler, I moved that behind me out of sight. And when he brought me some random trinket from the giant pile of stuff at the back of the cave, I repositioned us so that he would have the cliff at his back. Yeah, I've been at this all morning. And now he looks behind himself in confusion. No, Nibbler! Carter! I'm Carter! I pat my chest again, with both hands, but he's not watching. He gets to his feet and springs away, leaving the cave, and I call, "No, come back!" after him. I heave yet another great long sigh. Honestly, I thought we would have moved on to words for common objects by mid-morning. Now I'm starting to feel like this is going to take a couple weeks. I need to think on it and devise another way to teach them my name. I hear leaves and bushes knocking about, the little skittering of rocks now and then. Cautiously, I approach the edge to see what he's doing. The plants here are thick and the river is far below. It's a peaceful, calm place. But occasionally the bugs, the man-sized alien bugs, that is, not the minute-sized annoying insects, come clicking and snapping and tearing through everything. That is when we huddle in the back, in the darkness, clutching weapons and being absolutely silent. I peer down below. For now, there's none of that, and I crane my neck up to see Pitcher watching over us. I can only find him because I've learned where his hiding place is by now. He has a few of them he prefers depending on the time of day. He's like a damn chameleon. And even knowing where he is, I don't see him for sure until a big leafy plant shakes. That is his hello. I raise my hand to him, and then his hand appears out of the foliage. Hello? We have mastered. And then Nibbler appears again, bounding up the incline. I step back from the edge as his claws and torso appear there. Springing the last distance is his favorite move, his claws digging into the rock. They don't wear down much, despite this activity. Pitcher is far more reserved and calm. A bit older, I've noticed, by the lines around his eyes and, shall we say, the slight wear and tear of his body, though both of them have many scars from suffering their enslavement. We're all pretty beat up after our ordeal, but I have some splotchy purple places and they don't. They don't bruise as easily, and their skin is always slate gray with thin black tabby stripes. Nibbler shows me what he thinks I asked for, a pretty little weed flower about the size of my thumb. It took a while to find because he brings these to me constantly, and he pulls them up at the roots instead of breaking them off the stem, so his affection for me has him gradually weeding this jungle of a tiny flowering plant. As always, roots and all, he tucks it behind my ear. They are human in some ways. This, and in their facial expressions, which are mostly human as far as I can tell. Another long, disappointed sigh. But I'm hardly going to scold him for bringing me a flower. That's very sweet, I say and pat his cheek. He puffs up his chest, holds his tail high, and tilts his head to present his cheek. Through my own fault, giving them an innocent kiss has become their reward for good behavior. I will have to brainstorm creative ways to indicate that I have a name. For now, I give him his kiss, then break away when he tries to go for more. Nuh-uh. Once in the morning is good for me, thanks. My legs still feel like jelly. God, they can suck. And I'm talking about in the good way. I love them and all.